Yo, it's your boy Slick in the Big. You guys already know what the deal is. Alright, check this out. So we're gonna have the Recollection bits tier list, and I'm gonna have most of them in there. And I do got some R1s, so we got 2 down here. So let's just start with those, right? Of course, I'm gonna have these 2 R1s right here for a reason, because they're pretty solid. So I'm putting the situational for this UG one. It's a taunting skill, so mainly when I'm using these R and SR Recollection bits, they're most likely, of course, they're easy to tame. So when I put them in this tier list, I'm valuing them at least at +3 and above. So just keep that in mind, right? So this UG card is really solid because it got a taunt to like it's a 3-turn taunt, and it works really fine at the start of the battle, but that's pretty much all it does. So it's situational what you want to do. So if you want something to put it on someone like a tank unit, like a panda or something like that, this gives you a 3-turn taunt. And like I said, keep in mind these are going to be at like +3 and above when you get them, because they're fairly easy to tame. But if you just have them, then you have them, right? But I'm just going to mention these up in here. So of course I'm gonna have this one in situational too, because that's why I chose them in there. So this R1 right here, of course, Miwa, the one with the Miwa memory in it. So this one also does the same thing too. It does taunt, but it also gives you evasion. So it's pretty solid. Helps you very situational cases. Alright, now let's move on to the next one. Of course, as you guys can see, this is the one with Panda and Yaga. Alright, let's see what. So this one's like a healing one, right? So healing memory, they're decent, right? But I do like him in a sense, but I'm just gonna put them here in the Jover list because it's just very, I don't know, something with the healing. Like some healing ones are okay if it could do other things with it, but this one is just, if you got it, you just don't really want to use this one. From my it's just all my opinion at the end of the day, right? Alright, as you guys see, the next one is the Malerian Shrine. So this one's actually pretty solid. This one increased damage dealt. So damage dealt, this is the thing is, I'm not gonna rate these one like very high, because like it's just very situational if you just have them, right? Like, because when we talk about these R and SR memories, it's like if you have them, it's nice, it's just nice to have, right? But it's not but if they're in a good to have and a must have, oh, you know that you're gonna need to use them. But when I put in a situation, it's like that's pretty much all you really have going on, right? So these and plus if you got these at like +3 and above too, right? It's just very situational. But this one right here, the Millennium Shrine, is it increased damage dealt by 65%. It's a one-time deal, but at the start of the wave, increase all enemy Taijutsu damage received. So it's debuffing them for 2 turns, but at the start of the wave. So it's very clutch in situational moments, right? So okay, now let's go move on to the next one. So man, this one I do like, right? It's actually pretty good to have, because it's the same thing like this one right here on the side. You guys know this is a very good one, and it's very good to have because it gives you ultimate gauge at the start of the battle, I believe. Man, like it's been a while since I used these, but like I believe this one gives you like at like the start of battle, or when you activate, you get like ultimate gauges increase of like 200 or 300, right? But then you do take some self health damage though, but it's actually low-key kind of worth it when they do pop off though. So I do recommend having this thing. And of course, you guys, that is one of the good to have ones right there. So you have that, check it out. Hopefully you got it at like multiple dupes, because multiple dupes is recommended for these, right? For all these SR, because we're gonna be getting them throughout time. But if you just have them laying around, might as well dupe them up, or whatever, right? But if you, then of course this will help you sell like all the ones, the SR one that's not good also, right? Right, now let's go start with this one right here. We got the one with Junpei up here with Yuji. Man, when command skills or ultimate skill activate, decreased on damage received is very good for like being tanky, and even like, but when you have this at the start of turn, when you got dupes on it, decrease all allied damage reduction by 10% for 3 turns. It's very solid. I say it's very situational. If you have it, you have it, and you got dupes for it, it's gonna be very clutch right there, man. I do like that one a lot. And of course you guys see this one right here, the one with the Mahito and Sukuna laughing, right? I do actually have this one at good to have, right? So when you're using a command skill or ultimate skill, you increase your jutsu damage by 65%. The reason why I like this one, because we do have a lot of jujutsu users inside the game. It's a one-time deal, but it's very clutch. And on top of that, right, when defeating an, so like the cool thing about this one, right, when you get at one +1, when you defeat enemy, you restore 10 curse energy. So just take that in this consideration why this one I have it at the good to have, right? Of course some of these gonna be dropping down later on while we go, because you know, but this is pretty much the global launch of the game, so just keep that in mind. I know a lot of people been asking for the SR side of the Recollection bits, and you know, I'm doing my best to give you guys just that. All right, okay, next one up, we're gonna have this one. This is normally like the Kyoto school one. Is it's situational. It's very situational. Like what it does on your command skill or ultimate skills, it increase own jujutsu your own jujutsu damage by 25%. And yeah, it is lasting for 3 turns. It is very situational. But here's the thing with the passive: at the start of the battle, increase all allied jujutsu damage by 10%. So that's why it's pretty good. But the more Kyoto the Kaito school user you have, the higher the damage increase. But you get what I'm saying, the 10% jujutsu damage is pretty good at the start of battle. That's the reason why this one is more in like you could say it's like it's good to have, right? Like maybe I'll just put it good to have just from that passive alone, but you want that at +1. It's very good. But you know, I'm not gonna be too harsh on these, but I shouldn't put these too high, you know what I mean? But just to let you guys know, I'm just putting there just for people to understand like how like some of these could be actually pretty good in situational. I just feel like maybe I shouldn't just put these too high, because like they are good, but man, they're very situational out here, man. Because 10% in jutsu damage is really good if you have this memory. Yeah. But we just gonna have it at the moment, we just gonna have it right there, right? So this one right here that's coming up next is it's gonna be it's gonna be called the victory, right? When command skill or ultimate skill is activated, increase Taijutsu. The thing about this one is really good, right, for Taijutsu. So I would say this is probably the most situational one. We don't have a lot of Taijutsu user at the moment, but it could be very good, right? But I'm just saying this is really good for Taijutsu users, and even for a whole Taijutsu team. So this one will just be in a situational, because once you get to that point when we have like Toji in the future and so on, even like the 1-year anniversary Yuji, I mean, of course people will not be using this, but I'm just helping the brothers out there that need a little bit of help and see which one these SR memory are very good. But these will phase out a lot quicker, so just keep that in mind. This is just the global launch, so we're just gonna go with that, right? Of course, this one right here, the girl named Nabara, this one is a really good one to have. Like I'll just say it's good to have, right? just because like it increased Jujutsu damage by 65%, and at the start of the turn, if your own HP is below 50%, increase critical rate. So it's really good for Nabara, of course, right? Because Nabara feeds on like her HP being low, and she does a lot of good damage. Of course, you could slap this one on Gojo early on, depending on your situation. Even though like Gojo don't take any HP, but it's just really there for the Jujutsu damage, the one-time activation. So that there you go. It's just like good to have, right? Right. Next thing, we're gonna be going for this. So for this one, I'm just gonna put it down here. It's the same, just like this one. I don't really like the healing ones. The healing ones are pretty good, but they're just not all there fully for me, right? Alright, now next one up that we're gonna be getting, try and make this one quick so I could get this video out for you guys, right? So this one is actually very interesting, right? I do really like this one, but this one helps out with like Taijutsu, right? So increase Taijutsu damage by 65% using it on command or ultimate skill, right? But the interesting thing about this one, at the start of the battle, grant stealth status to all allies for 2 turns and exclude man. I just think this one is very good to have. So nice one. I could say this one could stay here for a while, but of course all these will phase out and they'll start dropping lower and lower the more forward that we get inside, like once we get closer to the JP side of the game. But this is just helping people early on into the game. Right, next one we got the Megumi and Gojo. Sorry if I don't know the name, but hopefully you just look at the image and you kind of understand what these cards do. This is another healing one, so it's just Jover for me, and I'm not going to speak too much about it, but it does recover your HP, but it's available after 3 turns. I don't really like any card that does that, but some cards are pretty good. But this one, I don't know. See, as you could tell, like the healing cards, the self-healing cards are pretty bad. But if it's AoE, it would have been like, it would have been, you know, in the situational cases. But I'm gonna have to put it right there. Right, we're gonna have the one with the Nanami. At the start of battle, recover own curse energy by 10, but if you have it at +3, it increased own energy at the start of battle by 15. I think this is very good to have. Like, and of course, at the start of battle, increase damage dealt by 50% for 3 turns. And of course, increase your crit rate by 25% for 3 turns. I just think it's very good to have. So I'm just have it right here at the moment. But yeah, man, it's very good early on, man. These are some good early on stuff that you should probably be using if you have in your box, if you just don't have the best RNG for the SSR stuff. But as you guys could tell, hold up, we do have like more stuff down here. So we got the newer stuff too, but it's gonna be right towards the end, so stick around for that, right? Right, next one we're gonna have the Mai and Momo one. When you're using the command skill, ultimate skill, increase your Jutsu damage by 60%, right? But here's the thing, the passive at the start of each wave, decrease all enemy damage dealt by 20% for 2 turns. For each wave is very good, man. Good to have. It's very good to have. So I'm just have it there, you guys. All right. Damn, what is this one? This one, I can't recall what this one does, but I remember if it's something about Jujutsu damage. It's very good. I just don't know if I like it. But the passive at the start of the 4th turn, recover all ally HP by 25%, is somewhat pretty good. I just don't think it's that good for the point where you start investing in it, but it's situational. All right, of course. Oh, this one I actually do use in the global, right? And it's very I don't know, I think to me it's very good. Of course that you could get multiple. I'm gonna say it's good to have right here. So at the start of the battle, right, you get 15 curse energy starting off the battle with it. I think this is very good if you know how to plan now like building up your team. Somebody like of course, right, Kaido or even an Inumaki, because they really need it, but definitely Kaido, right? And yeah, it's a very nice one to have. And on top of that, on its passive, it's a on its passive too, right? At the start of the battle, fail on ultimate engage by 200. So it's very, very good. I would highly recommend this one if you have it. It's a very good one. So let's go move on to the next one. All right, this one is gonna be it's gonna have all the student in here. I don't remember where I would like to put this one, but it's at the start of the turn. If your own HP is at 50% or lower, increase all allies Taijutsu. So the thing is, I just think this one is not good at all, right? Taijutsu is not really strong, but then it could get strong over time. You can be situational with this one, but with lack of Taijutsu, we're not going to be using that one too often. So we're just going to be skipping up on that one by far. Right, so that one going to be in a Jover list. Right, next one up, when command skill or you could use this on command or ultimate skill, increase own Jujutsu damage by 35% for 2 turns. At the start of the battle, decrease all ally damage received by 10%. This one is actually pretty situational, like, but then the reason why I like this one, I know this one's like almost the same, right? The one that I was talking about last is Taijutsu, but this one's more focused on Jujutsu. So I do like this one a little bit more. It's very situational, but I do like it because decreasing all ally damage received by 10% is very good at the start of turn, right? So you just got this thing all flat out. So if you just need to be a little bit more tanky, that's where you're gonna be hitting right there. Right, and of course, yeah, I don't know, something about like the panda ones, right? I just don't think they're good, but okay, but I'm gonna just tell you guys what it does, right? Using command or ultimate skill, decrease own Jujutsu damage by 50 by receiving. This is very, very bad. I would not have this one, and if you do, just do not touch this. Like, just don't even use it. Right, now let's move on to the next one. Right, this one will have Nabara and Makium here. Command skill or ultimate skill, increase own Taijutsu, and like I said, Taijutsu is just gonna be in a Jover list for a long while. It's like we just don't have that much Taijutsu, and we can't even build a full Taijutsu team, so it's not even really worth your time to invest in. More of the Jujutsu stuff is the thing you're gonna be focused on the most. All right, now let's go for this crazy Nabara looking one, right? Command skill or ultimate skill, increase own damage dealt, right? And this is very good. I think this one is very good, and even at the start it got a revival. It's like, I think this one's very good to have early on. Like I said, you guys, these just early on kind of stuff, all these will most likely fall off, right, once we get better memories. But starting off in the global, this is what we have to live for. And of course, perfect synchronization. You guys probably know where this one is into, right? This one's actually hitting to the must-have. So the reason why this one is a must-have, so you only could use this on ultimate skill, so this might sound bad, right? But there is a unit that we use very often, and that's Kaido, and you want to slap this thing on Kaido because Kaido's going to increase the damage with his ultimate, and on top of that, this is going to give all allies damage dealt by 30%. So this is going to be our first one, like must have. So if you have this, hey, you're pretty golden. And if you have dupes, cool thing about it, at the start of the turn it fails ultimate gauge by 200. So yeah, this thing is cracked. So of course, Kaido really synergized with this very, very well. So first one that got in there, and it really fits in here, and it sticks in there for a long time, even in the JP side. Just know how strong that is, and that's actually gonna be like the only one that you're gonna be seeing there for a very long time. All right, let's go check out this one with the total. Instead, oh man, the tier list is getting filled up, as you can see, right? It's just getting filled at the start of the fourth turn. I just don't like this one. It's just, let's just say it's Jover. Just, I'm not even gonna talk about it. It's just not good. All right, now let's go to this one with the Yuji. Increase Taijutsu to all allies by 20% for 3 turns. This is all at the start of battle. So this is start battle, so early on, very situational. I do like this one, but it's so situational. It's Taijutsu and Jujutsu. So you're getting, for Jujutsu, you're getting 15% for 3 turns. Taijutsu, you're getting 20 at the start of battle for both of them. And they all last for 3 turns. It's very situational if you just want to dish out that early damage. Maybe let's say you're doing auto battle and stuff, and you dishing out early damage, and you that's pretty much all I could recommend for this one to be in. It's very situational. I do like it what it does early on in the game, but it truly do fall off later on. All right, we're almost heading to the end, man. We're almost done, you guys, man. It's gonna been almost a long video. Alright, this is the Mechamaru. When command skill or ultimate skill is activated, it increases Jujutsu damage by 35% for 2 turns, but at the start of wave, decrease on damage received by 35%. So it is okay. I would just say it's very situational. Man, like, it's just very situational at this point, right? Like, I do want to put it down here in a Jover list, like you shouldn't be using it, but if you just have it, then you just have it, right? Right, we're getting very close to the end. This is the Yuji with his grandfather one. All right, so let's see where we have this. When command skill or ultimate skill are activated, recover own HP. And the HP ones, like I said, is not really good. This one, man, yeah, I just gonna be putting right there. For the healing ones, there's just better healing ones when it comes to the SSR. So if you guys are wondering why I had this pre over here, it's I got a tier list out there that explain why. So this one's already it's just an updated tier list. So if you guys wondering how these SSR up here are up here already or already inside, I do have a video on that on my channel, so check that out. Right, but we're getting very close, so let's go right here. Oh, this one I'm just going to say is Jover. This one Jover, this one situational. So the thing I like about this one, it gives you damage reduction by 50%, right? But then the part why is pretty bad, because it takes 10 turns to recover. 50% damage reduction just to self though is very situational, so I do like that over there. But yeah, now we're heading, okay, this one's gonna be Jover, and of course, yo, you guys know this one, Death by Wasp. Definitely is a good to have. I recommend this one. I might have to put some of these down here just in case you guys probably gonna think like these ones are very good, just in case, right? Sorry. So if you reach to the end, you probably see like the true tier list, right? I'm just gonna put them down because they should not have this much up here. Yeah, situational. I do, man, let's just put this one situational too. I do like these. These are fine. They're good to have because they shouldn't have too much of them. But of course, these ones are very solid. So I do like that, man. Death by Wasp is definitely going to be the last one in the list for the SR1. Of course, when I say these are up here, you gotta have multiple dupes and not just one copy. One copy could do just fine, but the reason why I have them up in here in a good to have and must have and situational list is when they have +3 dupes. So, and because they're easier to get, so that's why I put them up there, right? And some of these tier lists I want to put some of them down, but I'll do that later. I'm just focused on what we have left. So we got 3 left. These one just came into global, so you know, we got the Junpei banner, then we got the event one, and of course we got the new domain make me the memories in there. So let's start out with this one. So I definitely like this one. This one is actually like something, it's very good. It's very good to have. I'm gonna go put it, of course I'm gonna put it right here, right? They're not in specific order, but I'm gonna have it right here on good to have, right? So the thing is, it's in Junpei banner. You don't really want to summon for Junpei, but if you do get this memory, the reason why I say it's good to have, because at +3, that's when it shines. Because what it does, when you activate this, you get 20 curse energy when you activate it. This is very, very powerful. It's not a must have because you need multiple dupes, but even if you have multiple dupes, right, it's very into that place where it's like it only works on like a few unit in the game, like Haname and Kaido. So there you have it. So it's a really good one. So if you have this one, it is very, very good, right? All right, so now let's go for this one. This one we just got from the event. This one's situational, so I'm gonna put it right here. All right, so it looks really nice. It's situational. The reason why I have it in situational, it is a good, it's good to have though, but like it's very situational because like that's if you don't have like all these one up here, like the non-standard and stuff, because these are just a lot better. But I will just put this one situational. Like I said, if you guys see these other SR1, they will be dropping down later on, but I will update you guys with that. But hopefully this helped a lot of you guys inside the global side of the game to understand how very good these are, right? And just keep an eye on it for now in global, but these will fall off eventually throughout time. So definitely stay tuned for that. And of course we're gonna be going to the very, very last one right here. This one right here, I actually would have this at must have. I do like this one. So here's the thing, this one do heal, right? And you guys know I've been talking about like, and this one's in the make me banner, right? We just got this fairly new. So the thing is, the reason why I like this one and I have it at like the must have pretty much in my tier 0 list, right? Because it's very, it's so good. Like it heals, and not only heals, it also gives you ultimate gauges, and you know, it's not higher than this one right here, but I do like how it heals. So it's really gonna be good for like someone like Mahito in the future, because Mahito's gonna be going crazy. But not just only him, anybody that wanna synergize like on ultimate gauges, like domain users, so like, you know, domain make me, somebody like that. So anybody that you want to celebrate ultimate gauges and just be a support unit, this is very good. And this actually stick around for a very long time. As you guys know, supporter units in the game are OP, so just keep that in mind. This is a must have, and plus domain make me is a pretty solid unit too. So if you have this early on in global, this one do carry on in JP in the future, and it stick around. So there you guys have it. That's gonna be the tier list. And hey, if you guys follow up my tier list in the future, hey, it's gonna be a lot easier. So I don't have to put all this stuff. This is a long video, almost 30-minute long, but hey, you guys, just give me a break, right? This is probably the only tier list that you're gonna get with all the SR in there, and even a little bit of R in there, right? But at least this is probably the only one that's gonna be this long for forever though, right? Because all I need to do now is update the tier list when we get more banners out, like, you know, Yuta coming out. So stay tuned for all that stuff too. And you know, then I only have like two memory at most to add to the tier list each time. So now this is the long part. Now we're gonna get to the shorter ones in the future. But I hope you guys enjoy. Definitely like the video. Of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, man, subscribe to your boy. Don't forget to hit the bell. But it's your boy Slugger, and we out of here. 1